Hey all, hope you all are good. Welcome back. In today's video, we are gonna discuss about sensor operator in Airflow. So, a sensors are type of operator that are used to wait for a certain condition to be met before allowing the downstream task to run. So, sensor operator, when being called in a workflow, it checks for the particular condition to be met. Until the condition is met, it causes the workflow in a DAG to be stuck. Once it's met, it it is marked as success, and we will move to the downstream task, or else it will wait for the condition to be met until the timeout period. After the timeout period, the task will get failed. So this is helpful when we are checking various things such as finding a file in a directory, waiting for the database connection to be set up, or waiting for the database record to be updated, or waiting for the whether the you can say a server is down and waiting for it to be up, or waiting for the you can say task should be added in an EMR cluster only once the EMR is being completely up. So there are various type of sensors, but here we will be discussing about only a few. So first is file sensor. So file sensor, what it does, it checks for the presence of a file in a particular directory. Then comes the time sensor. Here the next task will be only run until the specific time period is being passed. Then comes the external task sensor, where we are waiting for the particular task to be run in a different DAG. So this is helpful when we are setting up dependencies between two DAGs, and in the upstream DAG we are waiting for the particular task to be end. Then comes the SQL sensor, in which we are waiting for the specific SQL query uh, to obtain a certain result. So sensor operator takes a few of the parameters such as soft fail, poke interval, and timeout. When soft fail is set to true, so even if the task is failure, it will be marked as skipped. Then comes the poke interval. So by defining the duration in the poke interval, what the task will do, it will wait for the particular time after the next poking will start. So it denotes the duration after which the check will be done. Next comes the timeout. So the timeout parameter reveals after a specific period, if the condition is not met, mark the task to fail. So it denotes the specific time period after which, if the conditions are not met, mark that particular task as failed. Now let's see from the real example. So we have a DAG demo sensors. Okay, if we go to the code section, here we have imported various libraries, and in this video we are only talking about this file sensor, which is imported from airflow.sensor.filesystem. I have created default arguments with owner as Airflow, email on failure, and on retry to false. Then comes retries, which is set to 1, and then retry delay to 5 minutes. Then I have created the task with file sensor operator, which takes the task ID, which is mentioned here, then the file path. So here we have specified that test1.csv should be present at this file path. Then comes the poke interval. So after every 5 seconds, this path will be checked for this file to be present or not. Then comes the timeout. So after a total of 60 seconds, if uh, test1.csv is not present, then mark the task as failed. So if we go to our server where Airflow is being running and click on write pwd, so this is the path of this file folder which is being specified here. And if we see what files are present inside this, by using ls command, you can see two files are present, and none with name test1.csv as being specified here. Let's unpause our DAG to run and click on auto refresh. Okay, so here you can see the execution of the DAG is being started, and here its current state is green. So if we click on this task and go to the log section, so here you can see it says poking for file test1.csv at this pipe. So what the file sensor task is doing, it is checking for test1.csv at home srif files path, and here you can see at interval of 5 seconds the file is being searched for. So here you can see the first poke take place around 11 p.m. with 21 minutes and 42 seconds, and the second poke took place after exact 5 seconds at 21:47, then 21:52, and until 60 seconds the search took place. Okay, if we subtract the time duration between this run and this run, it comes out to be 60 seconds, and since the file is not present, okay, so it says the sensor timeout and raise the exception as Airflow sensor timeout, and with a message that the RAN duration of 60 seconds exceeds the timeout of 60, and marking the DAG as or the task as failed. Now let's rerun our DAG and place our specified file. So here you can see the execution of the DAG is being started, and now let's do one thing. Let's rename the same file being present here. Okay, and click on enter, and let's see the execution of the DAG. Okay, so now it got success because it got the file. So in the start it is not able to find the file, so it's writing poking at this path, and since the file has been found, so here you can see it's writing the message found file this last modified this, and writing this success criteria is met, and then marking the task as success. Now here you can see that it's using the connection ID fs default. So if we go to the admin and open the connection, here you can find the fs default connection being created here. If we click on edit, here you can see the connection ID name as fs default, the connection type is file, and here the path is being passed is slash. This means the root path, which can be overwritten from the code by file path parameter. So when that connection ID fs default is used, by default the file will be checked at the root file path. Since we have specified the file path, we are overwriting the root file path with the file path specified here. So hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly stay tuned. Have a nice day.